Land, a word that when mentioned, everyone stops to listen. As a constitutional commission, the National Land Commission has a perpetual life with an array of mandates granted by law. For effective delivery on these mandates and in line with the Vision 2030 and the Big Four agenda, the Commission created and operationalized directorates and units. The Public Land Information Management is one of these units, assisting the Commission to develop and maintain an effective public land information management system at both the national and county levels.
Initially, the law said that the National Land Commission shall establish a National Land Information Management System. But when we started operationalizing the Commission and looking at issues of mandate, we were able to have some separation, such that now the National Land Commission has been left with a mandate to establish a public land information management system.
Towards the land reform, the Commission embarked on streamlining public land management by developing a system to manage public land and an inventory showing all public land in Kenya.
We are documenting our entire public land database for the entire republic. So we have written to all state agencies, some have given us, some are still compiling, county governments, some have given us, some are compiling, and we are developing an inventory of public land in the Republic of Kenya.
These changes will contribute to bringing land services closer to members of the public through online access.
We are confident that this land inventory will help us safeguard public land for the future.
This will require citizens to log into the system and submit the application, which will be processed through the system.
The land for the military will be there, the land for forest will be there, the land for everybody will have their land within this database. So we can allow these people to use and even talk to us through the database on issues of management. If they want to lease out the land, if they want to do subleases, or whatever it is they want to do with the land, they can be able to interact with us at that platform.
The system will enable the citizens to track the progress of the applications online. They will also receive notifications and any communication regarding the application via SMS and/or through email. It also provides a platform for inquiry on land matters. In addition, the system will help unlock potential in land sector through timely dissemination of information. It will improve image and perception of the government and public land stakeholders as it plugs into the One Source of Truth initiative of the government.
The Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry, is expected to develop a public land information system. And in the National Land Commission Act, in Section 5(2)(d), the Commission is expected to build a public land information system. And in the Land Act in Section 8, we are supposed as a commission to prepare a public land database. And this public land database is the one that we are calling the Public Land Inventory.
Public Land Inventory, PLI, captures all public land information held by public institutions. The Commission maintains a database of all public land and encourages institutions to share data on public land.
We have Kenya Wildlife Service, we have Kenya Railways, we have Kenya Roads Board.
As the custodian of the inventory, the Commission will manage the access of land information through National Land Commission portal. To facilitate data entry into the inventory, the Commission developed National Land Information Management System standards and guidelines which were gazetted in August 2016. In addition, the Commission has established Geographic Information System Laboratory and Data Center, automated workflow for land administration and land valuation.
The Public Land Information System, when fully implemented, will help government be able to have from one source or from one reference, be able to get all information about public land that is available.
In the past, much has been done on digitization of land by Ministry in charge of land to enable Kenyan perform land transaction faster and easier. The inventory contributes to this milestone by making citizens aware of location of public land, reducing chances of public land grabbing. Being a problem-solving necessity, Kenyans should embrace the system and make good use of it.
This system will only benefit the country if it is used. And it has a great potential of helping speed up how public projects are undertaken.
The rest of the world has something they call National Spatial Data Infrastructure. We in Kenya have initiated the process of having a Kenyan National Spatial Data Infrastructure. We are way behind, very much behind in putting all that information together. And the challenges that the Commission has is to access that information and to do what is said in the mandate of the Commission to do, that we could do. And we will request everybody, every institution, every levels of government to avail us that information so that we can assist them in processing the data for whatever purposes that they were meant for when they were collected.
The Public Land Information System has been secured with different security features guided by the Commission's ICT policy that guarantee all data is safe and privacy is protected.
Have developed systems, that is computing infrastructure, whereby we have the data center, and in the data center we have servers and networking infrastructure and also the firewall. All these are used by the Commission to store their data and also backing up what we have already developed. We have the biometrics and we have the fire suppressions in our data centers. In the logical security, we have the databases which have several levels of security, which are already deployed, and we have the firewall, which also as a means of making sure that our systems are not attacked.
The county governments, Kenya Forest Service, and the Kenya Wildlife Service are some of the beneficiaries and users of the public land inventory.
KWS is mandated to protect, manage, and conserve wildlife within the Republic of Kenya. We are managing them within the national parks, reserves, sanctuaries, which cover approximately 8% of the land mass in the country.
The public land inventory will help the government conduct natural resource management, particularly in the management of wildlife conservation. We see the inventory enabling us to work with county governments when we are planning for wildlife dispersal areas and wildlife corridors.
It will reduce room for corruption because human-to-human contact will be minimized.
Land information system will revolutionize the whole land sector.
Anything is the best way to go nowadays. You cannot do without it because you can work. You don't need to go to the answer office to do a search. You don't go to the county surveyor to do a service. So that's the best way to go.
We urge other government institutions to provide information on land for the seamless implementation of government projects. We also urge them to provide information so that government projects integrate the benefits of development and of natural resource management.
The land management information system that is coming in is very crucial for our county. It's coming at the right time. We welcome the program and we are going to facilitate and work with the county coordination office for the National Land Commission so that we can be able to deliver that.
We are proud of what we have done. We have protected public interests, so we are very proud of that.
Given the breadth and scope of our mandate, the funds that we get are barely enough to make us, as a commission, move.
We've not had enough resources to enable us to implement whatever it is we would have liked to do, but we've done what we could have done with whatever was given to us, and even much more.
Plim is for you, Plim is for this country, Plim is to support government work.
In conclusion, this system and inventory provides public land management solution that requires all Kenyans and institutions to make good use of, thus facilitating efficient public land transactions while supporting the government digitization agenda.